Well, I got a new weed whacker. I got this at Home Depot. This is Ames and a weed cutter for the heavy cutting. To understand about weed whacking that makes it easier is using gravity to your advantage, because inevitably if you start chopping and there's a slope like here that's ever so slight, but the slope is like that, so if you start chopping on the uphill side, then it's going to just fall over across the lane that you can walk along like the trail, and it's just going to be getting in your way, getting tangled. So what you do is clear the downhill side first and try to chop it so that it falls that way, and then as you go you're just laying, everything just lays down that way, and then you clear that lane and then come back and clear this side, and this way when that stuff falls it'll just fall across the trail and not get tangled, and at the end you can just brush it off to the side or leave it on the trail, or whatever works best for the situation. And then tip number 2, which really should be tip number 1, is don't go for the big clear all in one swing at first. On the trail you'll notice, if you look at where it is thick vegetation, it's really thick and tangled on the underside, about like 8 to 12 inches or more. But if you clear that underbrush tangle first, then it won't get, you'll clear that small stuff. Otherwise, if you go and chop the big stuff, it's going to fall down and cover up that small stuff, and then you'll come back 3 days later and all that small stuff is now like a foot or 2 taller than what it was before, because now it's got no competition for survival. I clear that small stuff first underneath just by hitting it, you know. When it's this thick and tight in between, just do a quick, you know, first layer cut on both sides, and that'll widen things out. Just knock it down and then come back and do another swipe. Just clear it pass by pass. Alright, just like this. I'm going to show you in time lapse. Well, I cleared a good distance today, little by little, gets the job done, and you just got to keep on trucking. So check it out, and I'll be back.